is equal to 0, like that? Ah, 2, that's right, good. Alright, good. Alright, good. So if it's equal to 0, what should I do?
Return 0.
Fine.
And then we can create another integer and assign it. Okay, else return.
How? Integer o was het inval? Het inval çevresesi orada. Es value integer açı. Integer-ից հանում են 1, ստանում են ուրիշ integer, որը pass եմ տալիս հաջորդին։ Okay? Is this clear? Okay, now let's run it. So let's do public print line whatever. So example, Europa. Most true.
One sec.
Yeah, do all this.
No.
Example dot sig. Just write sig. Oh shit, I did write sig. Sorry. I mean shoot. Alright, good. Okay, let's run this now. Boom. Boom. There we go. 15. Good. Alright, so 5 gives me 15, and 100 gives me 5,050. Good. Alright, fantastic. You guys know how to do recursion. How would I do the same thing with a, let's zoom in. How would I do the same thing using a for loop?
For each val is equal to 0.
For int
Val is equal to 0.
val is equal to 0, like this. But I already have a variable called val. Yeah, I is equal to 0.
I
Like
is
this?
less than 100. I is plus.
Okay.
How about?
Like this? This looks okay to you? What doesn't look right to you? What doesn't look right here? Abras. Es get storaketa, žodžiu. Es habe gewasser, ale havasser. Bura. Says. Good. Okay. Now what do I do?
Just return.
Say what? Integer. Good. So we need a variable into which we're going to keep adding the values, right? So in sum, let's start that with 0. And here we're going to do sum equals sum plus I. Right? Or sum plus equals I, if you care, same thing. Es nu invandrad. S u S nu invandrad. Baza. Okay, heto.
Returns.
Cool. Baza. Hastat baza. Hardakos baza. Okay, let's see. My goal is to make sure that you guys know how to code by the time you leave this class. Because the next class most of you are going to take is going to make that assumption. You're going to be using Java, but the assumption is that you already know recursion, you already know looping, for loops, while loops. By the way, what are the 3 loops? and do while. You want me to remind you what do while does? I heard a ha. Okay. Listen. Int I is 0 while I is less than 10. What will happen if I run this? Okay. Good. What? I need more answers. What will happen if this runs? Infinite loop. Why? Because I is 0 and it is always 0. I never change it, right? So how do I make it not equal, not infinite loop? Okay, now this way, at each loop, I will increase by 1 until it gets to 10 and then it will stop. Yes? Fine. Another way to do this, what I just wrote right here, which is, by the way, instead of I plus 1, you can also just do I plus plus. It's the same thing, right? We all understand that this syntax is exactly the same as I plus plus. S, US, nu inbanden. Okay, the way to do a for loop is to basically combine this, this, and this in that specific order. So if I make a for loop, I first do this. Obviously I can't use I anymore because it's already used here. I'll use Z. Then this. Then this. So you understand that this and this are basically the same thing. And you can see that a for loop is nice because it encapsulates all these different parts into this one nice expression. Yes? The third loop is called do while. What will this do? Here's what it will do. It will come here, run this, and it will print high. Then come here, realize it's false, and stop. Okay? If I instead did, int, u is equal to 0, and then in here I did u plus plus. Here I could check while u is less than 10. Something like that. And then so in other words, this will always run, at least the first time, and then after that it will check the while expression before it runs again. Got it? So those are the 3 loops. Everyone understands the 3 loops? Yes?
In the while loop, what if we use not I plus plus but plus plus I?
It will work.
But will it work 1% less?
No, it will work exactly the same amount. Yeah. Okay.